Well, imagine being home alone in your big, beautiful house in the country. You have 4 days to yourself. There's no spouse, no kids, just you and the dog. Well, then imagine the stalker who terrorized your life for years is back with a vengeance. This is what happens in Becky Due's latest book, Returning Injury. Becky joins us this morning as part of our book author series. Good morning to you, Becky.
Good morning.
All right, suspense is an understatement. I was on the edge of my seat until the very end of this book. Give our viewers a brief overview about what Returning Injury is about.
Well, Returning Injury is about Rebecca, who's home alone, and she recently discovered that her stalker had been released from prison. And what's interesting is her life work revolves around helping and empowering women. So she finds herself in a really crazy place of trying to stay strong, yet dealing with her own fear that her stalker just might be out there watching her. And the stalking is really a symbolism of so many issues that women go through, everything from domestic violence, sexual assault, to our feelings of fear, anger, loneliness.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about the stalking aspect of it. Where did this particular idea come from?
I kept hearing about stalking in the news, and I also have a friend who was a victim of stalking. And when I saw what she went through, I mean, it's devastating. It's so challenging to get through that, and I just, you know, how it affected her made me realize it was a very important subject, and I wanted to write about it.
You know, it's interesting because the writing is so real, and I know a lot of it is due to the fact that your friend actually went through this, and you know, you literally are on the edge of your seat. How long does it take you to write a book like this?
Well, besides the editing and rewriting, when I get excited about an idea, it takes about 2 weeks to.
That's it?
To get that first draft out.
What do you do? Do you just like lock yourself in a room somewhere?
It's extreme. It's just nonstop. I start in the beginning and work all the way to the end, and all hours of the day and night. Nothing else matters to me, not even hygiene. I don't want to talk to my husband. I don't want him talking to me. And I think because I don't have kids, and I have such a great husband, I'm able to really check out.
Yeah.
And hey, he checks out during football, so.
Hey, there you go. Turn around is fair play. And it's funny because we were talking on the phone and you said, you know, there's some days where you'll crawl into bed after a whole day of writing and he'll like, Pokey, is that you? Are you still here?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he hadn't seen you for so long. What is the goal of the novel?
My goal with Returning Injury is to give my readers a great romantic, suspenseful read, but more importantly to, you know, help women realize that we, as long as we know our strength and potential, we have the power to make our dreams come true.
Mm-hmm. And I know that Rebecca, the main character in the book, she realized that towards the end. And I do want to read a little bit of it because I told you all that it was very intense. Well, towards the end, let me tell you, it's like you're on the edge of your seat. So I want to read a little bit of it if I could. She's in the house alone. Her husband's away on a business trip, and she wakes up and her stalker, Roy, is standing over her bed. And we're going to start with what Roy says. He laughed. I busted one of your door locks even before your prince, meaning her husband, left town. Every time you turned off your alarm, I had easy access. And once I was in, your old system was easy to jack up. Get it? Jack up. You should have updated your system. He laughed. Well, it probably wouldn't have done any good. I still would have found a way. Your phones are down too, so don't even think about it. Why are you here? What do you want? I haven't decided yet, but I wanted to see you again. Did you cut down your neighbor's tree? Yes. You've been in this house, haven't you? Almost daily. Without warning, Roy raised his arm and powerfully struck her across the left side of her face. And it gets even more intense from there. And without giving it away, you talked about women being strong and overcoming adversity. And this certainly is an example of that, because let me tell you, from here on out, it gets extremely intense.
Yeah, it was scary. I encouraged my husband to go out of town so that I could, you know, get into character and really feel what Rebecca might have gone through, you know, the fears and the alarm system, all of it. And I'm still scared sometimes when I'm home alone.
That means you did good, my friend.
Exactly, I think so.
You did good. So what are you working on next, Becky?
My novels are doing very well, and I was a finalist in a couple of book competitions, but my next book, The Dumpster, is headed to press, and I'm hard at work on my fifth, and things are good.
Well, this was a very good read, and thank you so much for sharing it with us here on The Balancing Act.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And again, the book is called Returning Injury. Ooh, it's suspenseful. If you'd like more information about Becky or the book, please visit her website at beckydue.com.